Structure is simply how price move and organize itself over time. Structure is how price move and organize itself over time. Structure and the movement of price. Price no just dey move in a straight line. No, price does not move in a straight line. What it does is it moves, pull back, break, consolidate, break, pull back, continue. That's how price moves. It creates series of highs and lows. Now, this price movement, based on observation, we just say e dey form in three types of ways, and na that way dem take dey predict the market wey you take dey benefit from am. The first type of way is called the uptrend. An uptrend is a series of higher highs and higher lows. Where each low is expected to create a new high. Although price can be consolidating a little, the overall trend is an uptrend. If you see price creating a series of higher highs and higher lows. When a low creates an high, that trend is called an uptrend. In an uptrend, each low must create a new high. Now, these are the criteria of an uptrend. These are the criteria. Each low must create a new high. Each low must create a new high. That is it. There's no magic. In an uptrend, each low must create a new high. A downtrend is the opposite scenario. When you have a series of lower lows and lower highs, meaning each high is creating a new low. In a downtrend, each high is expected to create a new low. In a downtrend, each high is expected to create a new low. I hope you are getting it now. A downtrend consists of lower lows and lower highs. Lower high simply means this last low is lower than the previous. Sorry, this last high is lower than the previous high. Higher low means this last low is higher than the previous high. Sorry, than the previous low. I don't want to confuse myself. In an uptrend, the higher highs means this high is higher than the previous high. Like this scenario, this high past this high, this low high past this low. In a downtrend, na the opposite. This low past this low. Why this high low past this high? This might take some time to process. Watch this over and over again, digest it, and look at it on your chart to test it. Don't just follow blindly, test also. After we discuss, go your chart, observe your chart if you will see something like that for the chart. All right, now a market can either be bullish or bearish, but this happens 30% of the time. Other times, it can also do what they call consolidate, where price just roam around, not making a new high or new low. It's best to avoid the market when you see this. This is called consolidation. This is called a consolidation market, where price is not making a new high or new low. It's just ranging between previous lows and previous highs. But when you see price creating a lower low and lower high, you know that is a downtrend. When you see price creating an higher low and higher high, you know that is an uptrend. Now, in an uptrend, these lows are called support. In an uptrend, these lows are called support. In a downtrend, these highs are called resistance. Please get it. Please get it. In an uptrend, these lows are called supports. Support. And the support zone is where we expect buys to happen from. In a downtrend, the highs are called resistance. And resistance zones are where we expect price to sell from. I hope you are getting it. Now let's expand to other forms of support. Let's expand to other forms of support. Forms of support and resistance. We have the order block. Order block. Let this accent for the gum. We have the order block. We have the breaker block. This is basically it. Every other thing revolves around this. To me, personally, every other thing revolves around this. The order block and your breaker block. Now, what is your breaker block? Let's go with order block first. What is an order block? An order block is the last two candles that started the reversal. Now, remember, before a new high or a new low can be made, there needs to be a reversal. A reversal needs to happen before a new high or a new low can be made. Meaning, if price is bullish, since price does not move in a straight line, this reversal here, the last two candle that makes this reversal is an order block. Let's use candlesticks to illustrate. Let's say price was bullish, and this reversal caused a new high. Let's say price broke out from a previous high. All right, this is a previous high. This zone right here is a previous high, and price just broke out. These two candles, this bearish and this bullish candle, becomes my order block. Where I fit expect price to use as support to continue the trend. I hope you are getting it. This order block now, what kind of importance make you guys understand. You guys know. You guys know. You cannot do away with it. An order block is the last two candles that started the reversal. Now, a valid order block must create a new high or a new low. A valid order block must create a new high or a new low. I make this thing big on purpose. The reason this order block valid now because it creates new high. So if you see something like this, I don't consider this my order block because it never create new high. But immediately e come create new high, this becomes my order block because e create new high. A valid order block must create a new high or a new low. A new high in a bullish market, let me put the bracket. That new high, of course, na bullish market, because in a bullish market we expect every low to create a new high and a new low on bearish market, because on bearish market we expect every high to create a new low. A bullish order block start from the last resistance candle to the first bullish candle before the reversal. I hope you understand though. I really hope you do. A bullish order block starts from the last resistance candle, which is this candle, to the first bullish candle, which is this candle before the reversal. This move now na the reversal. I hope you are getting it. I hope you are getting it. We are still on support and resistance. I hope you are getting it. Now, this order block now, in the case of a downtrend, we don't ever have to use this downtrend. Let's flip this. Now, this zone right here, previously it was a support. Now it is a resistance. Now, a bearish order block is the last bullish and first bearish candle before the reversal. Now just flipping the switch on them. So if I explain bullish, even if I no explain bearish, you suppose understand bearish automatically. Say na just the opposite, na the highs. The two candle before the reversal is your order block. If that is the only thing you get from this class, you are good. I hope you are getting it. I hope you are getting it. Now, we also have your breaker block. Your breaker block. We also have breaker block. Now, we already said this is your order block. Three. A breaker block is a failed order block. This is your order block. Let me just put it out. All right. Now, remember what I told you about invalid and valid order blocks. I say order blocks na the one wey create new I. Abi, I say order block na the one wey create new I. That's what I said. I say the valid order block must create a new I before a reversal. Now, this reversal happened for here because right here you see this V shape. This is an order block. Now, please add this to it. An order block must be V shape. Add it to your order block. An order block must be V shape. Yes, a valid order block must be V shape. V shape or A shape. Meaning that curve, a valid order block must be V shape or A shape. Alright, now this is an order block that didn't make a new low. If price take out this low before, this becomes a valid order block for price to use for downtrend continuation. But since this order block right here couldn't make a new low, it is a failed order block and it becomes a breaker block for price to use instead of this extreme for continuation. A breaker block is a breaker block is simply a failed order block. That is the easiest definition I can give, I think. A breaker block is simply a failed order block. The last two candles are the breaker block. The last two candles before the retracement or the last two candles that started the retracement is the order block. Sorry, it's the breaker block. Now, the grammar, all these things are just grammar, right? Just understand your order block is this level that started the main move. Your breaker block now this eyes will start the retracement. Retracement means the move wey dey against the main move. Like now, we know the main move down na uptrend. This downtrend for inside this main move, that they call retracement. In an uptrend, in a downtrend, this uptrend wey dey this downtrend move, this uptrend that they call retracement. If you dey swim against the ocean, e just be like na retracement be that. Na so retracement dey be. E just like swimming against the ocean. Now back to breaker block. The last two candle that started the retracement is the breaker block. The old trend na uptrend. This last two candle right here for this eye now start this downtrend retracement wey no work, wey no create a new low. So it is a failed order block. It becomes a breaker block for price to use in the nearest future as support zone to create a new high. I hope you are getting it. I hope you are getting it. Same goes for bearish order block, bearish breaker block. Even though I no explain this, you suppose understand. Same thing, same thing. The only thing wey change na the candlestick difference. Same thing. I hope you are getting it. Now, in an uptrend now, this in a downtrend now, this small small uptrend wey dey na be the retracement. This now, the two candles now wey start this retracement is my breaker block. And once price don break am, I expect price to fit use am for continuation. Same blocks and breaker blocks that we can find. What is the definition of an order block? An order block is the last bearish and bullish candle that ends a retracement and starts the continuation. And we also explained that a retracement is the movement that is against the trend. That is to say, in an uptrend, this becomes the retracement. This short sale from this point to this point is the retracement. This long buy from this point to this point is the main trend. And we also said an order block must be V-shaped. All right. Now, in this scenario, this low right here created this high. This becomes your order block. This becomes your order block. All right. And in this scenario, this low right here created this high. This becomes your order block as well. This is a perfect example of an order block. Let's look for other examples. We also have an order block here as well. This is if you are going to mark everything out, you can as well mark it here. But I will show you how to refine your order block. How to refine your order block. But for this class, we are just showing examples of an order block. This right here is an order block. It is V-shaped. It is the last two candles before the main move. This is also an order block. It is V-shaped and the last candle before the main move. Now, this right here is a breaker block. You can see it is a failed order block. It didn't create a new low, so it becomes a breaker block. Even if it is a valid order block, even if you see something like this, it creates a new low, then break. This becomes your order block. All right, and that is exactly what happened right here. This is your breaker block. Let's look for other scenarios. 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 This is a bearish order block. This high created this low. This becomes the order block. All right, and also this is also an order block. All right, this is also another block. This high created this low. This becomes your order block to expect price to sell from, and you can see how price will be reacted from that zone. Let's look for other scenarios. of order blocks. All right, there's an order block here, but I don't want to confuse you guys. So I'm hoping most of you watching this is beginners, so I don't want to confuse you. I'm looking for a clear order block. You see, this I right here created this low in a downtrend. This I created this low. This I created this low. This I created this low. You can see the V shape, making this a valid order block, and you can see how price rejected from this zone right here.